since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations.
What's going on, guys? It's Coaster Phil, and I'm back here with my first ever coaster review. I'm probably going to be putting out a lot more of these this year because it's finally coaster season again, and I can get to a lot more parks this year. But today's review is going to be for the Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I went to this park about 2 weeks ago now, and I just got back from vacation, so I figured what better time than to review this ride. So I'm going to go over the POV, give my thoughts on every part of it, and at the end I'll give a overall score. So I'll go through the POV now. Okay, so I was able to get a total of 7 rides on the Joker on my visit day, and they were all back row, or at least near the back row. None of them were in the front row, so just keep that in mind while I am going over this POV. And it was my first RMC, so I definitely have maybe a bit of bias towards it right now, so just take this with a grain of salt. I really like this opening section. Some nice bunny hills just get started. Not really that much airtime, but still just a fun way to start. On the lift hill, I mean, nothing really special to say, it's just a lift hill. But yeah, so this POV is from Attraction Spot, so make sure to subscribe to their channel. Yeah, but also just letting you know if my voice sounds like really rough during this whole video, it's because spring is around and I have allergies during spring, so my voice is just really hoarse and froggy right now. But it should be better soon. Okay, so I'm going to have to slow down the POV right here because it gets too fast for me to talk over when it's slow. So going over the first drop, I really enjoyed this one. Getting whipped over in the back row is nice. And when you go into that turn in the back row, it's really like rough and like vicious transition. I really like that. So the first 0G roll, I really liked this, and it was my first ever inversion with a lap bar, and I just loved getting that like nice little bit of hang time there. So I really enjoyed that inversion, how it kind of keeps turning the way it's going. But right coming up here is the 0G stall, which was by far my favorite part of the ride, because as you're going up in the back row, you start off slow, and then once you hit about here, and the front row starts going down, you start just getting shot forward in the back row, and it feels like you're being launched almost. It's a really good feeling. This next section is one of the weaker parts of the ride, I thought. Like right here, I was expecting some sideways air time. I didn't really get any, so maybe it's better in different rows. But right here, turnaround, it's just, okay transition. Not really rough or anything, just kind of mediocre. But I really like this next part, this mini drop-off. Gave a nice little pop of air time. It was a nice little touch to the ride. Right here again was a nice also pop of airtime because this RMC really focuses more on inversion than the airtime, but when you actually get the airtime, it's pretty nice. So this is another one of those turnarounds. Nothing bad about it. It's just there to get the ride moving, and it wasn't rough or anything. It's just kind of mediocre. And this is one of my favorite parts right here, where you go up and you think you're gonna drop down right here, but then you realize there's another hill, and it's after this hill that you drop down. So me and my friend were really having fun with that part of it. Oh, I'm talking a lot. Okay, this next part was same like the other turnarounds, smooth, but not really exciting or anything. No airtime, no inversions. But here's the final 0G roll. This was definitely the weakest of all the inversions, but I like that it was low to the ground, and it made it feel a little bit better. And right here, the ride's about to end, so it was pretty good. This another turnaround, so this ride has a lot of turnarounds, but I get it. It's not like their most insane RMC. But this bunny hill is a nice little pop of airtime, especially in the back row. And you just pull into the station after this, and the ride is done. So, it's a pretty quick ride. It's probably a little bit shorter than El Toro, which is the ride I ride the most. But yeah, it's time for me to get into my final review section. So at the end of the day, Joker is a fantastic ride, I think. It was my first RMC. It was so great. It was not as intense as I thought it would be, but I kind of expected that because it's more focused on inversions than airtime. But still, I really enjoyed this ride. It's probably my second favorite coaster I've ridden. It's better than Nitro, but still not as good as El Toro, and it's going to take a while for that to be beaten. But yeah, for its final score, I would probably give it 9 out of 10. Maybe an 8.5. 8.5 to 9 out of 10. It just depends on what you like more, and the stall really put it up higher for me as my favorite part. And yeah, it's just a great ride, and I recommend it to go to Discovery Kingdom if you're in the area just to ride this. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next review, which is hopefully going to be Medusa. Okay, bye now.